Hey guys, welcome to today's episode. I have no idea if this will actually even work or record because we are using what's it called? Ecamm Live. So and my cat decides to sneeze at the exact same time doing the show. So hey, welcome to today's episode. I think it's episode number 24 on how to deal with burnout while thinking like a copywriter, which is quite fun. So today's episode is I sound like really echoey in here. I don't know why. But today's episode is going to be around. I thought I'd use my pot filter. That's weird. Um, how to deal with burnout. Now, burnout has a lot of issues. I think we've just lost our cam feed for just a second. There we go. I have no idea what. I think I have to keep touching it every like 2 minutes or something, or else it dies. Or passes out. Who knows? Anyway, why don't I just hit record? See what happens. No, don't do that. Anyway, burnout. I'm just like really rambling here. So burnout is quite simply. Hey, Bogdan, good to see you, man. Burnout is simply just something that a lot of us suffer with. We get it from time to time. It's unfortunately one of the things that happens. It's it's unfortunate. Again, that's like the best thing we can say. That it is an unfortunate thing, but there are ways to deal with it where you don't have an issue with it as much anymore. And here is a simple way of dealing with it that really helped me out. So January, I'd say December through till about March, April, Mayish time this year, I was suffering with a huge burnout loss, and my brain was just kaput. Couldn't even think straight. It was really, really bad. So I was wondering what the hell should I do. And it was in that moment that I actually relied on quite a lot of my friends, and that's one of the support things that I'm going to discuss in a moment. But specifically, how I dealt with it was that I started to give myself time off because what ended up happening was that I stopped meeting deadlines. I stopped meeting things I could do. I would start slowing down. I had no explanation for it, so it was wrecking my reputation. It was wrecking who I was, and most importantly, it was screwing up my life. Like genuinely, it was. I felt absolutely horrible. I felt nasty. I was like, what the hell's going on here? It just sucked, and I gotta keep pressing that goddamn button. I'm gonna figure this one out, guys. I promise. I'm gonna figure it out. I thought I'd just, turn on some lights as well, because why the hell not? You might as well, right? Anyway, so when you hit that level of burnout, it really, 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 really absolutely sucks. It drains you. You don't feel like doing anything. You just suck. But there are ways around getting out of it. The problem is that we don't really speak about getting out of it as much because it's kind of a taboo subject, or you feel like I'm never going to get this way. And trust me, I felt the exact same way. I thought I am never going to get burnout. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be smart with my thought process and yada, yada, yada. Motherfucker gets a burnout, so I got a burnout. The way that I came out of this was number one, I had a support system that really helped me out. Secondly, I started looking after my gut, my stomach health. For those that know me, they know that I am a huge avid fan of pizza and I love eating food. By the way, my eyes keep going over here because that's where my screen is and my camera is next to it. So I'm using my DSLR, which, by the way, guys, how does it look and sound on Facebook? Because this is a new setup. I'm trying to see if it's still smooth. Next week, we're going to be operating from the Beast. So the people that don't know who the Beast is brand new MacBook Pro over here somewheres, which I tried to pick up and failed tragically. This mofo, so that's fun. Anyway, burnouts. Getting out of the burnout phase was quite difficult. Just simply because I still had a lot of work to do. I had to stop myself from taking on more client work, and then COVID hit, and then everything kind of went to shit, and everyone started to feel horrible, and then you pick all that shit up and it feels sucky. So the way that I started to deal with burnout was quite simple. So gut, friendships, and then I started chunking my days down. So rather than actually saying, okay, this sales letter is going to take me a day to write now, I started to give myself like 4 days to do a 1 day job. Um, and I know it's stupid, slows down time, but I was giving myself more time off. I was letting myself play more video games. I was allowing myself to have more fun. And the reason was quite simple. Um, if you don't, thanks, man. If you don't give yourself time off, you will kill the creativity and you won't be able to do what you do best. And that's something that I personally live by is I always want to do my best. Like I hate handing things in that aren't that best. I dislike things not working. It is not okay. So the way that I work around this is by giving myself more time. It gives me the chance to hand stuff in. Plus, it allows me to avoid burnout. I get to do things that replenish my creativity, like cooking, cleaning. I don't like cleaning as much. I love cooking, and I love playing games. I love anime. I love like watching stupid shows and movies because these all help my brain process copy. So, with that said, however, what are you guys doing that is affecting your ability to create? Are you guys taking time off? Are you guys giving yourself some expert time to just relax, to chill out, to not worry so much? If you're doing that, then superb. You're on your way, and this will help you get over burnout. I'm just going to quickly look at the topic today because I stupidly cannot remember. Um, Oh, and that was it, value pricing. So how to avoid burnout is by do fun stuff, take time off, and really structure your day so you're not working too hard. With the caveat that you are working smart. If you're not working smart and you're not working hard, you're doing nothing. You got to combine the hard work part, like 50%, with like 50% of the working smart stuff, if not higher, and you'll get shit going. It works a little bit better that way. Now, I did want to talk about value pricing. Value pricing is something that I legitimately enjoy. Value pricing allows you to understand how much you should be charging and what something is worth. Now, if you're a copywriter or a consultant or something, go check out American Writers and Artists Institution, AWAI. It's brilliant. They have a pricing guide, and that'll get you started off, so you know exactly how much to charge some copy, you know how to charge for other things, you get some artwork in. It's literally all there for you to begin with. Start pricing yourself accordingly, but do it in unison number. So look at the message you're putting out there. So first of all, look at it like every 3 clients, I'm going to raise my price by $500. If that's the mindset, or I'm going to double my fees every 3 to 5 clients. And you keep doing this. You got it like, but they have to meet a criteria. And the criteria is that I have to have a winner, I have to do this, and then I can up my fee. Great. You keep doing that. Well, they have to be this kind of client, and I have to take them on this fee. Great. Then what you do next is you start looking at um, the messaging that you're putting out to attract those clients at the level that you're putting it out. So if you're attracting $25,000 clients, look at the messaging and go, okay, this is $25,000 messaging. What's $50,000 messaging look like? And then start moving yourself to $50,000 messaging. Okay, what's $50,000 messaging look like? What does $100,000 messaging look like? And start looking at that kind of level. Like, what do those guys do at those levels to earn those kinds of reputations and closes? Now, also, there is a caveat here. Pick your heroes wisely. There are some people that just have a built-in innate ability of doing things. They lucked out, or they created something that they are attuned to and accustomed to, and that's how they get clients. Figure that out. If you see some, like one of the guys I'd say is quite good at this is a guy named Landon Porter. Landon's a pretty good friend of mine. We're going to be interviewing him on the podcast very, very soon. I've already interviewed him once before, so go check that out on Adil Amarsi Unplugged with Landon Porter. One of the key things that we're really going to be, what he talks about specifically is finding the right people. Well, he's a great person to emulate and look at for how he does client attraction online because he's a genius at doing it for organic. So that's one. Two, this is a key thing. So that's the first. And the second thing is look at your competition, look at what they're saying, emulate your stuff around that kind of stuff, and keep it real to who you are. Also, start playing with things. Start giving people stories. Give them something to engage with. Give them something that isn't normal, because people love what is unusual, but they absolutely like what's familiar. So give them a sense of likingness and a sense of unusual unfamiliarness, and it will actually drive the crowds insane. A great place to study something like this is the movie The Greatest Showman, because it just shows you how you can actually build a business completely based around something that is not yours, but it's just an idea, and also how to make what most people would, the macabre, the wow factor, the surprising factor, the curiosity factor, how that can drive so much. Though don't buy into the fact that, he was a great man. P.T. Barnum wasn't. He was a great businessman, though. Absolutely brilliant. And you can pick up what he did there and run with it. Now, with that being said, however, I am going to bring this show to a close just simply because there are a couple of things I want to share with you in the next couple of days. And on Wednesday, I'll be sharing with you one of the key things I picked up while speaking to Stefan Georgi, who is a very good friend of mine and one of the only people I know that is equivalent to the $700 million man moniker. I'll repeat that, the $700 million man moniker is also held by me. Anyway, guys, have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you very soon.